Beautiful souls, welcome. In this video, we're going to dive into your energy to see what's happening for you between now till the end of this year. So we're going to look into the blessings that are coming and what may be changing. We are currently in the month of May. This is a very significant month. A lot of people are moving into different timelines. The world is like splitting into two different timelines, old and new. A lot of changes happening now. And this is going to, these changes is going to keep unfolding, and we're going to keep moving through these changes till we come out of the eclipse portal, which is in September. So between now till September, there's going to be a lot of, things unfolding. You're going to suddenly get a lot of ideas. Like you just suddenly feel like, I know, I need to do something else, or you feel a pull to move in a different direction. There's a lot of things that will come to you at this time. And once you cross the eclipse, it becomes clear. Okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So we're going to see between now till, end of the year, December, how things are going to unfold for you. What can you possibly expect? We'll dive in and, we'll use the cards and see as much, try to get as much information as we can. Hi, Group 1, welcome. Let's dive into your energy for the rest of this year. So, Group 1, okay, so a lot of you are kind of sorting something out. It's like tying up loose ends, you're preparing something, whatever that you're doing now, you are creating space for something new to come in. So a lot of you are decluttering your home because you just feel like, it's kind of like a nesting energy. You're preparing for something new to come in. So you are, maybe sorting out your clothes, decluttering old clothes, getting rid of old things, things that you don't resonate with anymore. Some of you are changing furnitures as well. A lot of you are looking into your health. You are looking into your diet, how to eat healthy, how to be healthy, how to have a healthier lifestyles. You are also working on trying to manifest a healthier mindset. So a lot of you could be reading like self-help books and things like that to, kind of get you into the right energy. I also see that you are taking back your power. You're learning to speak up for yourself. Okay, so you're speaking up. You're no longer holding back. You are learning how to speak properly as well. You are doing a lot of writing, journaling, and things like that. So this feels like an overall preparation. So a lot of you are doing the manifestation now to bring in this new energy. You are also doing, it's like you cannot have clutter around you. And because there was just so many things around, so it kind of cluttered your mind, and it's been hard for you to really tap into your intuition because it's just so much of noise around you, and you're decluttering everything so that everything can come in clearly. Because when things are clear around you, your mind is clear. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So you are just ready to get out of this energy that you are in. Okay, you want to get out of it. This escape card here, it's like you're like, I need to get out of it. So you're preparing to get out of this energy. You are sick and tired of being in a certain energy. You're sick of having that anxiety. You're sick of feeling tired. You're sick of feeling sick. Okay, so you're doing whatever needs to be done. You're sick of feeling, like you're not good enough. So you're making the effort here, and your efforts are going to pay off. Okay, a lot of you are excellent writers, so you are writing stuff down, so you manifest through writing. Some of you are probably looking to publish a book, you're writing something, or you're looking to publish a blog. So if you are someone who publish words, there's a big chance that by the end of this year you will get the recognition that you deserve. Okay, you have got luck and expansion all around you. There's this big energy of destiny, fate, karma. There is you reconnecting to the universe, feeling that trust and love for the universe again, because for a while now you just felt like, what, I don't think these things are real, I don't think it works, or the universe doesn't care for me, I'm doing all these good things, nothing's happening. But now you're going to feel that faith in the universe again. You have recently had a DNA like an activation of a new DNA code inside of you. So you kind of understand things a little better now. All of a sudden you get this new knowledge and you understand how it works. For some of you, you have come across a post, or you have spoken to someone, a spiritual teacher, or you heard a message that kind of opened your mind, and you realize, okay, this is what I've been doing, and if I want things to change, this is what I've got to do. So that's what's happening. Okay. I also see you traveling. So travels in the energy here. You are planning, you're traveling, you're going somewhere. For some of you, you might be going like up on a mountain or to a place of pilgrimage or to some like ancient sites. So you're traveling there with some friends or people that feel like friends. Okay. Or for some of you in this travel, okay, when you move to this new place or you're traveling to this new place, you're going to make the right friends, your own group, your own soul tribe. Okay. For someone else here, you are planning something that is connected to a certain culture. And through that thing that you're doing, this event that you're doing, you are going to meet new people. Maybe you are starting a club, an organization. Maybe you are about to teach something. You know, you're opening a school, or you're joining a school. So I just see you making new friends, new groups of friends, and you're gonna feel alive. Okay, so by the end of this year, you will have a big group of friends. The eclipse coming up in September is going to be a significant destiny life change for you. Okay, and again, I'm hearing that I've got to correct myself. So I say that you will meet a big group of friends. For some of you, you will have one friend that you really bond with. Like all of a sudden, you have this best friend that you meet someone that just feels like you. Okay, you're also going to meet a lot of people who have the context to help you get to the next phase of your life. Right? So there's something changing with your home. You are making changes here. You're changing your house. There is a healing, like a mother healing happening as well. So there's healing for you as a mother, if you're a mother, or a healing between you and your mother or the maternal side of the family. For a lot of you, you are going to be changing the structure of where you live. Some changes are going to happen. Probably your neighbors are going to be going through some renovation, so prepare for noise because I'm hearing noise. So if you are not doing the renovations or the changes in your house, then your neighbors are going to be doing it, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. So plan around that. Okay, so you don't want to like say you have a new baby and you have your neighbors doing renovations, so then you want to start preparing now, like, all right, so if this happens, what can I do? Can I save up so I can go stay in a hotel for a couple of days so that I have some peace? What do I need to do? It's all about planning now. Start planning. It's time for you to really start getting into your power and start manifesting and planning what you're going to do. Get out of the bitter energy. You've been in that, bitter, repetitive energy for a while now. It's time for you to get out of it. If you've been looking into taking things like, hallucinogenic stuff, which you think is going to help you spiritually, I'm hearing stop. You don't need that anymore. Okay? So yes, there's going to be big changes. A lot of you, this is like, coming out of darkness energy. And things are changing so quickly. A lot of things are going to happen for you at night. There's something about the night energy. It's like you feel energized at night. You feel really alive at night. So that's where, if you're planning to do your work or you're writing, then that's when you should do your work at night. Okay. I'm also getting to kind of protect your home. So maybe having cameras around, security cameras and things like that. That's going to be quite helpful for you. Also have torch lights because there could be a power outage, and then you want to be prepared. You want to have candles or torch lights or things like that. What do you call those portable battery chargers for your phone? Have all that ready because there could be a power outage, and then you're going to need something there. You're going to need to be ready for that, prepared for that. If a lock's broken or you haven't changed the combination to a certain lock for a while, and someone from your past has it, then go change those things. So kind of it's all about just preparing, like setting up, preparing. You're getting into the energy where you're like, okay, so if there's a fire, I've got, the extinguisher, I've got a fire blanket. If this is this, I've got this here. If this happens, I've got this here. So you're preparing yourself a lot of things. In case there's, issues with water and I can't get water, I've got stock. I've got a stock here of, boxes of water. candles, I've got lighters, I've got matches. It's just preparing yourself. And it's funny because you feel like you're preparing yourself for all this. It's like you're inviting the energy into your life, but you're not. By doing that, you're kind of showing the universe that I'm ready for the next phase of my life. I'm ready for everything else. I'm preparing myself, so the universe can bring the next thing into your life. Okay, patience. Okay, have patience. So you're gonna feel like you want this transformation to happen quickly because you're seeing it and you want it to happen quickly, but have patience because whatever that's coming is long term. It's not something that's just coming for a month or two. So this transformation that's coming into your life, it's a long term transformation. So for example, say a weight loss, you don't want to just rush into it. Everything happens so quickly. You just starve yourself and go into this crazy diet, and then you put it all on again because you can't sustain that diet. So whatever that you're doing is a long-term preparation. It's something about a foundation that you're setting. Okay. Peace. So this is all really, really good energy. So if you look at this, there's a transformation happening when it comes to your home. Okay, this is a retreat, your home, and it's peaceful. You're bringing peace into your home, and it's going to take time, or you have been waiting to do this for a while. So if you've been wanting to do something for your house, you've been wanting to move to a new place or change something, transform the energy of your home, the energy of your body, it's going to happen before the end of this year. Okay, so you're going to have this big glow up transformation, changes, recognition. So all that will happen before the end of the year. And it will bring you a lot of peace because you've been wanting this. It's not something that comes all of a sudden. Okay, but when it comes, yes, it will cause a bit of chaos. All right, because all of a sudden it's like, whoa, new energy. So it's a little bit like unstable. Like, I'm not sure how to navigate this now, or it's a bit noisy and all that. But overall, this is something that you will find your peace. Okay, you will find your peace here. Okay, we also have healing and miracles. So this is beautiful. Beautiful healing. The anger, the bitterness that is inside of you, that is healing. And as soon as you heal that, you invite miracles into your life. Also, you're going to meet people, and because this is like destiny, and these people who have certain energies that will come in and just help you. And this will bring that healing that you need as well. Okay. There is travel to a place. I see water. So you will be going somewhere to a place with water where there's walks, where you're going to be walking quite a bit. There's nature around you. Think waterfall, that kind of energy. So that's what I see for you. So the blessings coming to you, a blessing on a homecoming. So finally, you're coming back to yourself. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. There's also an energy of a union. So if there's like a past life love connection, someone that you couldn't be with in the past, they're coming back to you. So it's like there's a reunion kind of thing, union and reunion happening. Okay, that will happen for you. Also this energy of you again coming back to yourself, feeling good. You will start to look like your old self again as well. Maybe there were a few rituals or treatments that you used to do. I'm hearing glamour magic and all those things as well. And you kind of let yourself go. So now this is, coming back. For some of you, you couldn't do your home, your room because, financial issues, but now everything's coming back, into order. And so now you will have the resources to do these things. Okay, if you feel like you are not in the right place at this time, the universe is going to show you and help you get to the right place. So this is something about you traveling, moving to a new place. Okay, we also have a blessing for good work. So recognition for all the good work that you're doing as well. And we have a blessing from your ancestors. Okay, good work, homecoming, ancestors. Back of the deck, you're taking a journey. Okay, a journey, and this journey is to heal any mother wounds that you may be carrying. Okay, there's something also changing with the way that you parent. If you're a parent, there's something changing with the way that you parent your children. Okay, so let's get some advice here. So it says, work, reputation, and success are not everything in life. You have far too many obligations right now and you want to please everyone, but you fall by the wayside. Your love life is also suffering. meet up with friends, take a holiday, and spend your leisure time in a meaningful way. So if you've been planning a holiday and you're thinking, no, I've got too much work, I can't, I shouldn't, yes, no, yes, no, well, go do it. You need to go away for a while, take a break. When you do that, you come back with this fresh mind. Again, like I said, there's too much going on around you. Declutter can also be letting go of certain things. You're trying to do too many things. It's like what you want will come to you when you are at ease and at peace. If you want more money, you want more finance, then you have to be at ease and peace. It's not now I go get, 2 more jobs on top of what I'm already doing. That's not going to bring you the money. That's going to create more restrictions. Okay? More desperation, and that's going to block. It's going to create more blocks for you. Okay? So yes, you're focusing a lot on your finance. You are moving away from doing too much. Okay. And when you move away from this energy of like trying to handle so many different things, and it's kind of like wearing different hats as well. Like now you are this, but then at night you are that, and then you're doing all these different things. You let go of that. When you move away from that, we have victory and success. Okay. So the finance that you want will come. You will have it by then. You will be in such a good place. As you let go of something, there's something that you will have to let go of. Perhaps something that you built in the past, you're going to let go of it by the end of the year. So, trust your intuition. You know that this is what you want to do, and this is what you have to do. Okay? To build this new energy here for your, a new foundation where you can have a lot of achievements and happiness and joy. So you have to let go of certain things or certain people. Okay? This move will be really helpful for you. This trip, this travel, okay? You're going to learn how to express yourself even better because you are really good at writing, you're not really good at talking. Like if I ask you a question and I put you on the spot, you will just go like, New England. I don't know. I have no idea what to say. So that's me. Put me on the spot and I'll just be like, I don't understand anything. I don't know anything. What's 2 plus 2? I 8. So, but when it comes to writing, everything just flows out of my mouth. But when it comes to being put on the spot, I can't, right? I have to be in my own energy clearly for me to channel and, talk and things like that. So there's something about this energy here as well, where you are learning to, speak, express yourself without the anxiety, without holding back. You're learning to, speak to people, have proper conversations here as well. If you've been waiting to, connect to someone or wait for your relationship to go on to the next level where there's, more passion, you've got to work on loving yourself first. When you start to focus on doing things for yourself, looking after yourself, then this passion follows. So again, your mental health, the conversations that you have, if it's always down and sad, then that's dampening everything in your relationship and in your life. So if you're starting to, speak more, better things, everything's good and happy and stuff, you kind of bring more of the joyful energy into your life. Okay. I'm not saying to lie or to be in denial of what's going on. Honor your emotions always, but also learn to be emotionally smart. Don't drown, don't sit in dark, heavy emotions. You look at it, you honor it, and you let it go. Okay, you work through it. You don't sit there and talk about it and drown and swim inside of it and pull more of the energy into it, because that's kind of what's been surrounding you and your love life. So right now, if you've been thinking, is this going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? Am I ever going to have this passion? Am I going to have this connection? Am I going to get engaged? Is this relationship going to go to the next level? Everything's going to happen for you by the end of this year. Okay, it will all happen by the end of this year. When it comes to your relationship, it's moving on to the next level. And this whole waiting period for this to come, there was a reason for it, and it's worth it. If you had rushed or this thing had happened for you earlier, if you met someone earlier or you rush into the next phase of that relationship earlier, things would not have worked out. Okay, so it's been a really good last couple of months or the last couple of years, for some of you 3 years of this journey where you've been doing a lot of self-healing, working on yourself, working on your mindset, and kind of just turning your life around. So now you're ready for the next one. No more baggage, Before, you've been jumping from one thing to another while carrying baggage from the old stuff, and now you're moving into something new without baggage. Yep. Okay, so can we just get some advice here for, just trying to see where the timer is on the camera. Can't see the timer, so I'm not sure how long this video is, so I should probably stop. Okay, so just very quickly. So you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive other people, let go of the bitterness, let go of the anger, okay? Because your wishes are about to come true. Your concerns can finally fade away. Love life is going to improve as well. And whatever seeds that you have planted before is going to grow. So between now and September, it's just a temporary pause in action. You have unnecessary worries around you. Everything's going to work out in your favor. Everything's going to work out for you. Okay, so the next 6 months at least, there's going to be all these amazing changes coming in. Everything's working out in your favor. Trust this, trust your intuition. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Thank you for watching Group 1. I hope this helps. Hi, Group 2, welcome. Now let's look at what you can expect to happen, the energies that will be surrounding you between now till the end of this year. So let's begin with the blessings, okay? So between now and the end of this year, we have a blessing on your creativity, a blessing for a mother, a blessing on your day, okay? Back of the deck, a blessing on peace of mind. Okay, so couple of things here. If you have been feeling like, you need to be mothered or you're missing your mother, then there is a mother figure coming into your life. For some of you, your mother is actually coming to visit you, to stay with you, spend some time with you. There's a mother healing that will come here. We have like the mothers coming in as well, the energy of like a mother figure coming in. There is like, I'm hearing like the matriarchs of the families coming in. If they are in, they have crossed over, then they're coming in spirit to support you as well. There's also something about you healing, and if you have children, then you are healing and you're spending a lot more time with your kids. You're getting creative, doing creative things, having more fun. It's like your inner child's healing, and you're doing a lot of healing and fun things as well. There's also a healing to your sacral and your root chakra, so you're feeling more grounded and more at peace and more at ease with yourself, with your changes as well. And every day feels like it's not a struggle anymore. So if you have had issues before where there was lack of joy in your life, you felt like your creative energy was blocked, or for some of you, your children were a bit difficult, like going to school, anxiety, or maybe they were going through depression, children go through a lot of things. So it's like all that is healing and life is easier now. Okay, maybe you had teenagers who was going through that whole teenage phase and things was just, really hard for you. Now they're getting out of that phase, so things become better. So the blessings coming to you is ease, peace of mind, where things are flowing, that creative energy is back. You actually have time and energy now to do things that you enjoy. You enjoy creative projects and, have fun with your inner child. Okay, the challenges. What may be the challenges? Okay. So the challenges is here where you know that you have some toxic habits, and that is your spending. Okay, you are not going through everything. You are just saying, I'll wing it. It'll happen. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. So that's something that you want to be careful of, because toxic spending habits. So check yourself. Okay, so that's something you really have to do. Like, are you sure you're okay? Spending this much, and things like that. About your expenses, the way that you spend, maybe you are overindulging on something. So there's something here, some sort of toxic energy when it comes to your finance and how you work through your spending. Okay. What else? Woo, okay. What else is Group 2 need to know? While we have the South Node. So turning point between now and the end of this year is where there's a turning point. You're leaving the past behind. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. For a lot of you, you're going to go somewhere. You're going to meet someone. And this someone is going to help you move into the new energy. Okay, this is the time where you're leaving karmic energies behind. If you were tied to a place like work or your living environment or a certain situation, you were tied to it because of a karmic situation. That karmic thing is coming to an end. So there are no more shackles holding you back, and you can finally move into this new energy. Okay, so you're leaving your comfort zone, a place that you have been in for a while. It may not even be your comfort zone. You've just been in this place, in this energy for a long time, but that's not your energy. Your energy is alive and fun, and it's out there. Your energy, you need to be in that other frequency where it's like, yeah, I'm alive and I feel excited to go through life and do things. Okay, but you've kind of been in the energy of depression for a while. It's like, I don't know. And I think that's why you tend to spend a lot, because you spend a lot to compensate for that, for this dullness that you are in. So it's like when you spend, it's a little bit of a dopamine boost. Like even if you buy all this fancy stuff, there's nowhere, say fancy clothes, you don't really have anywhere to wear it to, because you're just kind of like in this dull space. Okay, so you have all these ideas and you have all this energy, but there's just no one to share it with, no one, nothing, around you, no one to do things with. So you're coming into the new energy now. Okay, if it's not a place that you're going to, then it's the people surrounding you, or your people are coming in, your people, all right, your kind of people. So you're moving into this energy where it's like you're putting yourself out there, you're going to events, wedding celebrations, you're attending shows and things like that as well. You're coming out of darkness. You're coming out of darkness. This is whole long transformational energy that you're coming out of. You just got to be careful of your finances. That's the only thing. But besides that, you're good. Okay, you're in a really good place. You've done a lot of things, but as these changes come in here, you need to be brave, because when changes come in, yes, it can feel like it's a little bit difficult, because you're used to being in a certain energy and now you're moving into a new energy. All of a sudden now you need to go out, or say you've been working from home, now you decide to get a job outside, so you're going out. So in the beginning it's going to be a bit hard because you're not used to it. All of a sudden now you need to travel, you need to get up every day, you need to spend extra time in transportation. So it's like a little bit rough, but then you see the benefits of it, you get used to it, and it becomes something that you enjoy, because you realize that actually, you know what, I do a lot more and I see a lot more and I learn a lot more in my travels, and it's like I'm getting that dopamine boost that I need. Okay, so this can be anything. Like I said, maybe you have a friend, now this friend's like, hey, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that, or you sign up to something, you start something new, and now you need to make all these changes. If you're moving to a new house, you're planning this trip, now you've got to do all this work to bring all these things in. Okay, so I think for some of you, you're gonna have to invest in something. So they're telling you between now and then, save your money, be mindful of how you spend, so that you have enough to invest in this new thing when it comes. Okay, what else do we have here? You're going to be in a really good place. There's sunlight, getting that where you feel like finally you are happy. You're romancing yourself, that kind of thing. You're taking yourself out as well. You also have people wanting to take you out. So you're going to be, you're going to have people asking you to go on dates with them. If you are in like the public eye, then, you're getting a lot of fame put on you, a lot of attention as well put on you. So it's just like, it's party time. That's what I'm hearing. It's party time. It's summer party time. That's the energy that I feel here. Okay, a lot of fun things happening for you. It's like you're moving into a different timeline. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes happening here. I'm trying to see what the changes are. It's like the codes, there's like a certain code inside of you has changed. So it's like they're saying that you were born with like the older code, and you don't need that anymore, because there's a new code that exists, and that has now been put inside of you. Like the new kids, they're born with the new codes because the world has evolved with the new timelines, but you have just received a certain code for something. So I feel like your soul purpose has changed. So before this, you needed the certain code that had certain knowledge and access to certain libraries, the Akashic libraries, for you to retrieve certain information, to do certain work and certain things that you needed to do. But now that things are changing and your soul purpose has changed, so you've got a new code that will unlock, give you the new keys to unlock this new cloud. Okay, I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, then just ignore that bit. Just know that new soul purpose as well. Okay, here we have your energy is changing. We have the fire. Okay, so burning away your past. It's like you're just moving through the storm. You're like, I don't care. I want to get out of this place. And if I have to create chaos and I have to, walk through the storm, I'm going to, because I want this change. I'm done being in this space. Okay, it's kind of like, it's so interesting. So that movie, right? What's it called? The Truman Show, where his whole life is like being live telecast, right? Everyone in his life is just fake except for him. So anyway, they show me the part where, the way out is across the water, right? Across the ocean. But that fear of the ocean always kept him stuck. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like you've got to face that fear, that storm. And once you go across that storm, you will have the clarity. Okay, for someone else here, you trust someone a little too much, and you're going to go through a storm with them, and in that storm you will realize their true colors. Okay, because they may seem like, oh, I want to get rid of the storm, I want to help and everything, and then you realize they're the one who's actually creating the storm for you. So you're going to get a clarity about someone. Okay, and your energy, you're going to be so powerful. You're going to be having fire, just burning away old energy, old cords, and people who should not be in your life. You're like, yep, goodbye. You're like burning chapters of your past. Okay, you have courage here, so you're going to be courageous. You just know, courageous to move through things. Again, the focus is on your finances because there's a big expense coming up. And that big expense here is to bring this new stability into your life. Okay, so here is something about your home. You're saving for your home, to do something for your home. And here we've got the mirrors. So, you're going to see someone's true color. There's reconciliation. So coming back to yourself. Also a union with someone from your past. Someone's coming. You're going to have family coming to visit as well. Okay. There's some past life energies as well. Okay, what else does Group 2 need to know? We have chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. Roots of stability, ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. So again, about your roots and I feel like you're rerouting, you're taking yourself out of here and placing your roots somewhere else. You're divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. So yes, things are changing very quickly for you. Let's get some advice here. What does Group 2 need to know? Some advice. So it says, your soulmate twin flame has finally understood it. Your endurance, patience, and perseverance are rewarded now. Your counterpart has just cleared up the situation and overcome their prejudices that were previously the reason why a partnership with you wasn't livable. He or she has finally grown up and is ready for you. Okay, this is also you. So if things were not working out in your relationships, it's because, there were things that you needed to learn about yourself. There were things that you needed to learn about the masculine, the feminine, about what you are, who you are, and all those things. So now that you have completed that journey, love can finally bloom again in your life. Okay, so I see someone overseas. So you're either going to be traveling overseas and meet someone in this travel, or someone's going to travel to you from overseas and meet you there. For someone else here, you and your partner, you're going to be going somewhere. You're going to be going on a honeymoon, or traveling together, and that's going to bring you a lot closer. Or you're going to actually see their true colors while traveling with them. You realize, what, I don't really like this person. So you're going to know something. You're going to learn something new about them. Okay, look at that, getting to know each other. So If you are in a relationship, then you're about to, go with this person somewhere and you're going to really see a different side of them. For other people, you're getting to know, if you're meeting someone new, you're going to get to know this person. So spending time, chatting, um, it's like all of a sudden life feels beautiful. You're getting roses because I see you smelling roses, or you're sending roses to someone. This is a past life relationship. Okay. So this is a past life relationship here. For someone, if it's a relationship and you're seeing their true colors, you're seeing patterns, it's because there's a karmic journey that needs to be completed. For everyone else, this is a past life soulmate coming in. And you were together in a past life, and this marriage, this will lead to marriage or you living together forever. Okay. Someone else, you're going to be traveling to a wedding as well, or this person's coming to where you are because they're attending a wedding and they're going to meet you and you're going to get to know each other, and eventually, you will take this relationship to the next phase. And this will heal a lot of things. There are a lot of like family issues, and like maybe you grew up in a bit of a toxic family dynamics. So being in this relationship, it calms your nervous system, and it puts you in a good energy. You feel safe. Okay. What else does group 2 need to know? So it says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others. Okay, you feel uncertain about your job and what you're doing with work. Okay, but just know that you have come into your own energy. New partnerships can come true now. New contracts. They're telling you to just keep moving forward. Okay, you will be okay. You will be safe. Don't worry about it. Fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. I also feel like you are transitioning between one thing to another. So you are now doing this, but you're also building this. And eventually, you'll be doing two different things until you move into the right one. Okay. So you're not meant to be juggling like so many stuff, just maybe two different things, or preparing to transition from this phase to the next phase of your life. Okay, we have great passion with the tulip. So the tulip might be a significant message for you. You might see this flower somewhere. That's a sign that, there's a lot of love surrounding that energy. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Thank you for watching group 2. I hope this helps. I'll speak to you in the next video. Hi, group 3. Welcome. Let's look at the blessings coming to you before the end of this year. Okay, what's happening for you? So let's begin with the blessings that will come to you by December this year. Okay, so what are the blessings? We have a blessing on your love. So your love life is changing. This is interesting because they're also showing me your interest and things that you enjoy during your intimate times. It's also changing. So some of you are investing in things that will make you feel happy, right? So some of you might be buying toys that will make you happy. For others, it's like you are investing in certain clothes, certain materials, lingerie, and stuff like that. That's going to kind of, spice up the way that you feel. I also see that because you are doing a lot of self-love, and there's something about you looking after yourself even when no one is around. So it's like you don't just wear certain things or look a certain way because someone is going to see you or you're going out. You're doing it even when no one is around. And by you putting yourself in that energy of the self-love and self-care for yourself, you are changing everything around you and how everyone reacts to you as well. So by December, you're going to be in this, rich, luxurious energy where it's all about love and you love yourself. You're going to be in such good energy. You're going to attract love left and right. It's like all of a sudden you've got this aphrodisiac again. Everyone's just wants a piece of you. So beautiful energy there. Okay. If you've been trying to attract love, it's happening. If you've been trying to, get more passionate with your lover, then it's going to happen as well. Okay. So beautiful things there. Also a blessing on the friendship. So it's the same thing. You're going to be attracting new friends because you value yourself. So you attract people who value you. So your friendship group is also going to change. You're going to meet new people. And I feel like you're going to meet new people within the next 3 months. And this is going to kind of like, go to the next phase. Also, a beautiful friendship with someone from the opposite sex. And that may lead to something down the future, down the road. With your current partner, there's going to be like a newfound friendship as well. All of a sudden, you become a bit more open-minded, a bit more fun, more flirty, because you just think, I don't want to take life so seriously. So just, let's just chill and, not get offended by everything. There's also a healing that's happening for you. So for the longest time, you always had your walls up, you're a bit defensive. And now you just kind of like drop the walls down and it's like, yeah, I'm just going to take a joke kind of thing. I'm not saying disrespect. Okay, a lot of people disguise disrespect as a joke. So none of that. This is like actual, just, yeah, whatever, chill, I can take a joke or whatever. Okay. So we also have a blessing on a fresh start. So this is beautiful here. We've got friendship, we've got love, and we've got a new beginning, a fresh start, all before December. Or you will be working through this, and as you cross December into next year, this new beginning, it's like all set in stone for you. Okay, what may be the challenges? So, what may be the challenges for you before the end of this year? So we have investigating. Investigating here, I'm not sure what this is about, but there's also you feeling like you've got to fight for what you want. It's like love is a battlefield and all that. So what I think is going on here is you might meet someone or, and this person has a stalker. So someone's stalking you. That's also something here. Okay. Or you're going to meet this person and this person's going to be going through all your social media and going through your stuff, wanting to get to know more about you. So they're kind of snooping, going through your pictures, your profiles to kind of, get to know you a little bit better. Or they have a stalker and that person's stalking you. Okay. With the battlefield here, it just feels like, you feel like it's like you've got to defend yourself in some way. But I think that's toxic. If someone's like snooping and going like, now you got to defend yourself, if you haven't done anything wrong. So I think this is, and looking at you and how you have changed yourselves, I don't think that is the energy. This just feels like someone wants what you have. So they're snooping, they're stalking you. Maybe you meet someone and this person has a stalker, so you meet a guy, this guy has a stalker, so that girl's kind of stalking, trying to come between you and him. That kind of thing. So that might be a bit of a, nuisance, a bit annoying, like, oh gosh. Also, it's like, make sure you're not getting manipulated in any way. Don't rush into anything. Okay. A lot of people will come up and pretend to be good to you and stuff, or pretend like they're on the same mindset as you, but maybe they have done their work. They go and look at what you like and, things that you posted. Oh, my favorite song, Facebook status, whatever. And then they come and tell you, what, I really like this song. And you're like, me too. Let's be friends forever. I love you. So just be mindful of things like that. Okay. Back of the deck here, it feels like, you might be on certain medications. And so that's the only thing here where I would say, try to limit what you take, look into more of herbal supplements and things like that, because it feels like you might be falling sick or something, and then you're taking certain medications or certain things. Oh, I need more energy, so I'm taking this, or I need that, I need this. And it might be too much. Okay, so take what you need, of course, but try not to overdo things, overdo all the vitamins and all those things. Okay, also because you are in this energy of like, yeah, everyone wants to be around me, make sure that you are not giving your energy to everyone and kind of inviting everyone into your home. Okay, because that is just going to get you stuck in like, karmic energy. So that's the only thing that I see here. Someone trying to come between something that you want. And while yes, this can be in a relationship, right? Like I said, you like this guy and next, or you like this girl, and then the girl has a crush, her stalker or whatever is like stalking you and coming between you, causing problems and all that. But this can also be when it comes to your work. So maybe, in your job, with what you're doing, someone is upset with you and then they start saying stuff about you. Maybe, it can even happen if you say you have social media, right? And someone is not happy with something that you post and you just ignore them or you tell them off or whatever. And so now they are mad and they have this new passion. It's like, I will destroy you. So they are just, in their own energy of thinking of ways to destroy you, to kind of like tarnish your name. They're not really who they say they are. They're fake or whatever, that kind of thing. So that might just be a little nuisance that comes up. I don't see it as something like, oh my gosh, it's such a difficult thing. What a, problems. Nah, none of those. It's just annoying and it's a nuisance. So you might feel like you need to like defend yourself. You might be called in, like say at work, someone may say something about you. So you get called into HR or into the office and then you need to like, explain yourself. So it might be something like that, that kind of energy. Okay. Something about you needing to fight for what you want. Yeah. But, overall, there's this new energy here, fresh start, where you're like, I'm taking back my power. I am not going to put up with your nonsense. I'm not putting up with all this toxic energy. Yeah. This whole self-respect thing, you've got this whole new love for yourself. So enjoy it. Okay. There's also a new mode of transportation. So there's a chance where you're going to be getting a new car or you're going to be traveling in a new direction. So if you're always going this way to work now, your work's in the other side of the town, something like that. Or you always drive, now you're taking the tram or taking the train, buying a new car. Also, if you're someone who's always driving others around, now you're going to meet someone who's kind of going to drive you around. It's like your friend comes like, hey, I'm going to this place. You want to go with me? I'm driving. And so then you jump into their car and they drive around. Or it can be the opposite where you're always, getting a lift from someone. And now you're like, hey, I'm driving. So why don't you come with me? Also, if you meet someone new, a lover, this person has a really cool car. Okay. So that's kind of how you would know, like, oh my gosh, that car, I like that car. So it's something about that coming up as well. So again, make sure that you are not going to sabotage yourself. There is some deception surrounding you. Someone is, snooping or someone's not being real to you. And so don't fall just like that for, anyone. Do not accept people's toxic energy. There can be this toxic energy around you. Also, I'm getting that because you are so much in this, glow up energy, feeling good about yourself, you will have people trying to pull you down, because if you lose confidence, then they feel like they might be able to reach your level. So it's like, hey, your hair's a little gray or it's a little dry, or your skin needs some, this or that, or, making little, like very subtle insults. Pay attention to people like that. Okay, they're trying to pull you down because they know that you've got all this confidence and stuff. So it's like, oh, time to color your hair, or become a little chubby. Yeah, people say stuff like that. Like, it's just a joke. I'm just having a conversation. Don't be so sensitive. You're not sensitive. It's like what your vessel looks like. You see yourself every day, right? You know what you look like. You don't need someone else to come and tell you that. If they're telling you that, they're pulling you down. Okay, so do not accept toxic energy. Do not sabotage yourself because you will know, but you are like, benefit of doubt, it's okay. No more of that. Okay, so right now it's like there's something where you gotta prove yourself, so you gotta fight for what is yours. So that's kind of what's coming up here. As some changes happen, you've just got to defend yourself in some way, but you will be okay. Okay, you have a lot of people who know the truth, who side you, who respect you. So there's just this is the only thing where you feel like it's unfair that these things are happening. You might fall sick because of that, of the stress, with someone saying stuff about you, defamation and all those things. But you're going to be okay, right? So if anything happens, it's just a bit of a pause. I keep hearing that everything is not as it seems. So just hang in there, okay? You don't have to worry about things. Don't worry about money. If you just hang in there and just be at peace, you will be fine. Everything will kind of flow to work in your favor. Okay? Yeah. See, it's all pretty good at the end. So you don't have to worry about things. If there's a storm, just wait for the storm to pass. If all this chaos, don't get sucked into it. Okay? I see you connecting to someone or people from a different group, organization, different ethnicity, different background to you. There's some sort of like meeting. Again, you are stepping out of your ordinary life here of what you've always been doing, and you're moving to something new. Okay, you are going through this whole, you're pulling your energy back. Okay, so at some point you were there, invested in something, you're taking your energy back from that. Okay, you're speaking up for yourself here with the throat chakra. You're like, yeah, I will, I'll defend myself. New beginnings. So that's beautiful. We have recognition and reward. Okay, we have the waiting game again, waiting for the storm to just go past. So it's just about, matter of time for all this change to happen. Passion ignited. No more being in solitude. Creating a new foundation. Okay, so it's new foundation. This is really important. Okay, new beginning here. This is firm foundation. This is your root chakra. So, focus on grounding, focus on your foundation, focus on do meditations for your root chakra. Okay. Also, I'm seeing red, clothes. Back of the deck here, we've got the way that you dress. So like the way that you look, you're putting out that whole very, self-love mystical energy. Maybe changing the way that you wear your makeup, your style, your clothes, your hair, the way you style your hair. You're changing a lot of things there. Okay. I feel like I've got to let you ask a yes or no question. So ask a yes or no. The answer is yes. Okay. It feels right. It aligns with your values, or they align with your values, or it aligns with your values. Okay. What else does group 3 need to know? So again, is something big is brewing behind the scenes. You've just got to kind of give it time to grow. Okay, it's all gonna happen. We've got new love. Okay, so new people, new passion, new love. You're moving away from deception. Again, be careful of new people coming in. Okay, there's something here that is making offers and stuff. So be careful of those wearing a mask. You need to trust yourself. Okay, and if you feel that first energy that something's not right here, trust it. Okay, you gotta trust that, because in the past you've always been with people who never, what's that word? Reciprocate. I'm not saying it right. Who you get unrequited love. So you're always giving, you don't get back. So this time, don't rush into things. Take your time. Survey everything, look at everything, and kind of like study it first before you rush and just jump into like, yes, this is it, and we are so alike and all that. Yeah, just be mindful of that. Okay, you might find out something about a friend as well. Okay, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Okay, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Also, a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Okay, there's good news coming in for you. So I think I'm gonna stop now. I think I've covered mostly everything. So you're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. There's energies again. I see you going to like a clinic, getting medication or something like that, prescriptions. And you might meet someone new there as well. You might meet some new people, make some new friends there. That's also something that I'm seeing. So you could also be working in the medical line or in a medical building. Okay. I feel like there's more. Is there anything else? Let me just use the tarot, okay, and see if there's anything else. Spend time with your pets. Okay, if you have children, spend time with them. Go travel with them. Okay, do something. Yeah, because you've been in this very stagnant hermit energy. You need to go out more. Okay, you need to go out, have more fun. Money will come to you, so you don't have to worry. Do charity, and you'll have a lot of money coming to you. You are going to have like the Midas touch. Okay, so it's like the energy is, the magic wand is in your hand. Okay, so in a lot of different ways, you've got a magic wand in your hands, if you can interpret that in a lot of 18SX ways as well. And somehow you're creating magic through that, and there's this whole orgasmic magic happening around you. Okay, but overall, it's like you are just going to be creating, because you are in this energy, and the universe is responding to the energy of where you are. Like, I'm luxurious, I'm in self-love, and because you're in the energy now, you are spreading that love and light to everyone else as well. Things are going to happen so quickly. I feel like for the next 3 months, it's going to be a little bit slow, and all of a sudden the energy is just going to flow in, and one after the other things are going to happen, and you're like, whoa, whoa, my life is just changing, and things are going to happen. So 3 months of slow pause, and then everything starts moving really quickly. Okay, and there's nothing that you can do about it, because this thing needs to happen, these changes need to happen, this whole rebirthing of your energy, and ending of a certain situation, all this needs to happen. Okay, very quickly you're going to move through things. Okay, in the back of the deck we've got the Empress, so you're still going to be in that beautiful, powerful energy. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you. I'll speak to you in the next video.